Greetings, crafters, and welcome to episode 134 of Better Than Wolves with T-Kush35. We're coming back after a decent number of trips back to the villager base and the in-between base. Brought even more mechanics, and I have a plan for what we're doing for this episode. It's going to be building some of the basic machinery that will keep us going in this area. But first, let's go ahead and take a look at a couple of the fun points that I had in between episodes. So I'll cover this in some sort of flashback, but my setup, I took a stop at my original base for the setup, or to pirate some resources, and I was using the little machinery that I've used before to slaughter my cows, and apparently it just always gives you burned meat when you hibachi a live cow. That's interesting. I think that changed. So I guess I can't quite do it the way I used to, huh? Which is not the end of the world, but is a little sad, because that was a pretty nice setup. But that means you can't do any sort of lava blade killing. Definitely gotta do saws only. Which is fine, it's just... I'm gonna take my armor off so it's not hurting it. It just makes it a little more difficult. Early game. You gotta have the saw instead of having something else. These cows are definitely starving. Come here, you jerk. I wanna kill you. So yeah, just wanted to show that the hibachi to kill animals is not the way to do it anymore, because they will just, it'll burn the meat, and I didn't notice that until partway through, so yep. I also wanted to quick demonstrate that I discovered, and should have known that that's how this works. First of all, new planters, you apparently only need dirt. I guess you don't need the bone meal, which is nice. And then also you just take the old, you get the old seeds by crafting them into the new ones. So I'm going to do that when I get back to the base, but working on a load to bring over there, and then I'm going to head on back. So, toodaloo. Commence official takedown of the Chicken Killer 1000. Burn, burn, burn. 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 Yep, that's all I've got. I'm just tearing it up because I'm not going to have any use for it, and I'll have much better use for the resources back at spawn. So that's what I'm up to in between episodes. So I'll see you in the real episode. Toodaloo. And now that you've seen those fun, exciting times, the plan for today's episode, like I said, is building some of the basic machinery that's going to keep us going while we go ahead and get the spawn into some sort of semblance of a new home. I laid a couple torches over there, setting more of the jungle on fire. Constantly keeping that going. But what I want to go after is a safe place for this machinery until I have, a better idea of what I'm doing for buildings. So what I'm thinking is that I'm going to go ahead and carve out a bit more underground, and that's just so I can keep things as safe as possible from any sort of threat until I have a better idea of the sort of buildings that I want to make, where I want to make them, and that sort of shenanigans. So I'm going to go ahead and dig out a bit of a workspace here, make it a wood flooring. Well, actually no, not going to make it a wood flooring yet, because that would be a little bit disastrous when making the Crucible and whatnot. So for now it's just going to stay as stone. But I will be back when I have this carved out. And ta-da! Nice little back room back behind my temporary storage area for another temporary machinery room. So first concern is I'm going to need to get power going here. But before that, I think I need to lay out where these items are going. So the Crucible is right here, and we should have... Do I really only have the Cauldron that I brought outside? Maybe, but let's go ahead and fix that by just making another one, because I have the iron here anyway. Still getting used to my organization, so forgive the massive amount of chest opening that probably will occur here. But let's go ahead and make that cauldron quick. This mushroom with the mycelium has been very excellent in making the resources good to go. Alright, cauldron set. So that means I can set those. Where did I have? There we go. Set those. I think that might be a little too close. So maybe I have the saw first, like I did before. That's fine. Did I bring any block dispensers? Yeah, I did. Excellent. And then how about block detector? Nope, looks like I didn't have any of those around. And I don't have any stone yet. So I guess not going to worry about an automated saw quite yet. But we'll need axles, we've got some gearboxes, we have a water wheel. Oh, I have more axles too, and then redstone clutches and whatnot. From tearing apart a couple machines. Not a whole lot yet. I might go back and just completely rip apart the villager base at some point. But I'm also tempted to not, because those machines will be quite useful there. So let's go ahead and get the hoppers here. And then the saw sits right here. And then need some power. We'll just set it up so that it's ready for the redstone. Yeah, that seems fine. Actually, I probably need a little more space if I'm gonna get it redstone usable. So let's fill this up and scoot it over. Yeah, right here seems fine. Alright, hopper to get that down. Back to the saw. Assuming that I'm bringing in some sort of power over this way, because I kind of have to. And we'll just make it a similar layout to what we had over at the other base. Let's just fill that up. And then yeah, do it like that for now. I don't have a trapdoor yet, because I haven't brought any. And this is, again, just to make it ready for automation later. And good thing I carved some of those. But having a saw will be very good. Alright, so trapdoor. Okay, and then set it. Set item there, set that there. Perfect. And then for now, I'm just going to symbolize that with cobblestone. Alright, cool. So there's that. And then next to it, do I need... I think Millstone's probably pretty good. Say right here. Spinning out items right here. Hopper. Need another one of those. I'm just going to constantly be forgetting where I put these items. Millstone. Did I actually grab a millstone? One. Okay, that's at least something. Power's going to have to be coming from below there. If I have the item spinning out there, that means I need the wall to be right there. That's fine. I don't need this all to be even. Just needs to work. Oh, wait. I need more room for the redstone, probably. So let's give 1, 2, 3 wall here. With items spitting right here, I think is easiest if I recall correctly. Let me just have that. Sure. Work for now sort of thing. I'm definitely going to have to carve out more, or just have some machines on the other side, which will also work. So let's see, assuming there is power source coming up here, Millstone will be here, then we'll need a water source somewhere around here, and yeah, ideally another hopper on top with its own power as well. Gonna have to make some more hoppers, or go steal some more from one of the other bases. So then I'm gonna assume that the power for this is gonna come from this away. Gonna do the best I can to not tear stuff out that I don't need to. So for now, an access tunnel would be back here. Dang it. There's one too few. Yeah. Crap. Well, I don't have any solid blocks to put in there yet. But these, well, I guess the planks will work fine. Alright, just don't get caught on fire, yeah? Put it right there. Okay, so then I need a water source coming through from where? Here? Yeah. Okay, so water should be over in that direction, so that should be a little easy to bring about. Can also have my water wheel be there, so this will be good. So let's go ahead and grab this iron, because why not? And I'll set this right here. Let's make a little tunnel. See if I can just find water if I dig far enough this way. I'm kind of assuming that I will, considering the ocean should be at this level in this direction. In theory. I guess I'm not sure how far away it might be. Okay. Yep. So that'll be fine. Just make a little roof here. And I'll fill that at some point. Cover that with dirt at another point in time. That means the water source is a bit farther away than I thought. Which means getting it all the way over there is going to be a challenge. Perhaps it needs to come from the other direction. That is feasible. I'm going to run around until I can find a good water source for here, so I'll be back. So it appears a water source is equally far away in either direction, at least at this level. So what I'm thinking is I should go ahead and go to the top and see what I can find. As far as water sources, maybe it needs to be that I just move my facility a little closer one way or another. Wasn't there water? Oh, isn't it all the way back here? I thought it was closer. Yeah, there's water there. Oh, it was over this hill that there's water underneath, isn't it? Or even farther? I just don't remember. And I'm not seeing anything. Okay, so yeah, that creates a little bit of a problem as far as making that work area right there. So maybe I just move everything and deal with it for now. Again, it's all because it's temporary. It does, in the grand scheme of things, eventually, you know, you make a water screw that elevates the water to wherever you need it. And then you just have a series of aqueducts. So that would be fine. For now, if I am standing here, and I'm here-ish, it's either that way or that way. So it's really not any closer one direction or another. In fact, it's almost closer if I go to that water source. Well, either way, determining all of that is a little bit boring in my opinion, so I'm gonna not film my figuring that out. I'll just come back when I'm ready to continue actually building the machines. Or I could turn around and have the eureka / I'm an idiot realization. There's water right there. So if instead of putting the machinery back behind the chests, I just turned around and made it this way, that would be the closest. And it shouldn't be dangerous to do that. I will have to tear it out for the mob tower that's going to eventually go here, but for now that'll be fine. So gonna dig all that out and then be back. And we're back. So I ended up digging a little tunnel over this way, and right over here is somewhere beneath that lake. So we can get some water power here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and make, I should get some building materials, but I'm gonna start with the millstone, since that needs a water source in order to sort of automate it. So we're gonna treat this right here like the entry point. Actually, that kind of makes all this a little awkward, doesn't it? Because I don't have water source, or I don't have power coming from that direction. Let's say put the torch over here. Let's see how far I can make this water go before I can't do. Okay, so about there. So there's 3. Okay, nope, needs to be a little bit farther back, so it needs to be in line with this then. Yeah, and I'll make all of it go where it needs to. So then right there, yeah, because then the hopper sits right there. Yeah, that's pretty perfect, and I can just have the power for the hopper on top of the millstone be coming from a different direction. Probably that way. Just expand over there. I need some jack-o'-lanterns or something right now. But yeah, we put the axle there, we put the millstone there, put the hopper on top of it, and we'll have power coming from this way. I said this way, thank you. Just surround the rest of it by wooden planks so that, in theory, the items can't go anywhere else. Bada bing, bada boom. And yeah, I guess the workroom will just expand left and right once you get over this way. It also, let's see, needs some more light sources. Grab some torches, but not your pitchforks. I don't want to start a big old fight. Fight, not fart. I know that came out a little funny. Okay, so here's that. Alright, so there's a millstone. Let's go ahead and block the water source for now. Right there. That way I can get below and actually put some mechanics in here without too many shenanigans going on. Let's lay an entire floor of wood so that baddies don't spawn out here. I'll actually build the rest of it. So that's 1, 2, 3. Things will get a little dark over here, but that'll be fine, right? Right. So then we want a gearbox. Can probably just be coming. Join them both up and have the power come from over there. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. So let's actually rip that floor open that I had here just a moment ago. And we are just going to bring the power over this way. Just cover that floor back up. Why don't you? Thank you. Very kindly. So it should be right there? Yeah, so that's... Oh. Wait, what are you? Oh, you're the floor. Okay, duh. 1, 2, 3. So then, gearbox here. Coming up. Do I want the power? No, let's have the power coming from here. A little bit lower. That way it doesn't interfere with anything else. So then that power is coming from there. No. Coming from there. Perfect. Okay. So then we'll just go 1, 2, and then right here. Right here? Sure. Should be fine. It's a little dark here, so we're going to go ahead and set up a torch so I can see. Now you need how much space again? I think it's a 5 blocks. I think it's 2 down. I think that'll work. Let's get that going. Really? Oh, yeah, okay, sure, fine. Alright, then water wheel. Nope, not enough room. Water wheel? Water wheel. Okay, which way? I don't remember how much room it needs. Water wheel. It needs a 5 by 5 by 1. Okay, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that, oh, that block right there is in the way. And that one. So once I put that in there, it should be good. And that's my other water source, right? I think I can path it over here. So let's get rid of that. Set the water wheel there. Cover things up with some wooden planks so that we don't get bad spawning. And then let's get that water going again. Okay, so that got that going, but it's not over here, right? So we gotta do some water magic. Yeah. I'm just gonna block it here first so the water goes that way. Unblock that. Fill that back up. Hey, being dumb. Oh wow, okay, we're going super stupid. Now it's just not gonna come this way at all. Lame. We're being dumb. I need to go here. I can block there. Wasting wood, yeah, sure. Life goes on, right? Alright, cool. Now we have water going both directions. And pow wow. Perfect. So there's our first machine. And a nice millstone. Oh. Apparently it mills planks. Really? I did not expect that. Or does it just sit there? It just gave it back. Okay, that's weird. Undiscovered feature, I suppose. Sort of thing. Okay, cool. So then next up we want a saw. And might be able to just squeeze that in here. We're kind of like back in the whole cramped spaces that I had at the first base that I had, where it just the entire roof was only 2 blocks high to keep everything safe, sort of thing. Yeah, this just isn't a good height, no matter how you put it. At least for a saw being at walk-up tube level, I guess. You know, if you just move everything up one space, then it doesn't matter, right? Point being, if I go back over here, I don't think I want to, at least now, like bring power all the way over here from over there. I'm just gonna go ahead and put the machines over there for now. So we're gonna tear this down quick. It's not like I put in a whole bunch of effort into it quite yet, just laying things out. So anyway, instead of having it so that the hoppers are in the floor, if instead I have the hoppers, well, say the saw's right here, right? I'm gonna disconnect that so it doesn't chop my face off. But actually, I think I probably want to at least put it 3 over to make that have a little extra room for the redstone that will eventually be part of this build. So we'll bring that out twice, yeah? No, just once for now. Yeah, and this is all just going to be super temporary until I have buildings above ground, which is what I would like anyway. So, hopper. Carve this stuff out because we don't want it like that. Surrounded by blocks so as to promote actual collection of materials. Block dispenser here for eventual use. Planks here, that there. Trapdoor, still here, awesome. Close it. Then we're just gonna hook that back up, and it's just gonna be essentially the setup that I had. And just, you know, put the blocks right there. Okay, perfect. So that's small machine. Number 2, which I almost wish was 1 block back because then it all temporary. It's all temporary. Can't be worried about appearances. It's just purely function right now. However, gonna have to worry about lighting. Hopefully that's far enough away. Let's actually bring it back 1 more, just to be safe. Should probably bring the ender spectacles down here to make sure that everything's lit appropriately. And if not, make the floor out of wood in those spots, like here. Okay, but having a saw setup is really good. And that means my wood supplies are a lot less scarce as long as I go chop more trees. Okay, so now I want to make... I suppose putting the water wheel over there kind of locked me into putting it into continuing machines this way, but that's fine. That is not a problem. I hear a bat. I'm going to carve out some more of this and then I'll be back. Okay, dug it out and now it's time to get the single Kiln, Crucible, and Cauldron setup going. So let's go ahead and go back, dump off some of these dirty materials here. Legitimately dirt-y materials. Ha 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 ha. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Okay, need some bricks. Brought some bricks, need some bricks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that'll do. I'm gonna need a bellows, gonna need 9 hibachis. A couple of redstone torches, perhaps a lever? Nah, I don't need to be able to turn it on and off. That's fine. I don't need those. I do need a turntable. That should be about that, right? Just for the most basic setup. Don't need an automated setup yet. Not worrying about that. No sir, no ma'am, no whoever you are. Alright, so we're gonna dig out some of this to bring the power down. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll focus from that end instead of building it out immediately. So that's 1, that's 2, that's 3. Gearbox. So then from the bottom there I need a turntable which governs a bellows. Actually, if I'm going to have, say I have the, kind of like it when it's all at levels. So say I have it here, here, and then that's what, this, and then that. Which means I need a block of space beneath. I might not be able to put it this far forward. It's going to be my current concern. Because unless I can get a bellows right here, not going to work. So I'll have to put it at least one or two farther this way. Say I put that set up. Also worried about it being that close to the wood. And the fire's gonna be down there, it should be okay. So say I put it here and here, then you have like a one space walkway. Yeah, it should be okay. I'm gonna keep these blocks undug so that it's safer. So then that puts the hibachis here. And the bellows needs to be right here. That, I think, is a wee bit more doable. So let's get moving with that. It's not a build we haven't seen before, so I'm just trying to speed things up a little bit. Now, I've always had the power coming from behind it. How does it work with the power below it? That should be fine, right? I don't see why not. I need some actual redstone. I have everything but actual redstone. Alright, let's go grab that quick. Redstone, where are ya? That's right, it's over here. Whole bunch of redstone, perfect. I think with this one, that'll be the last of the, quote, essential machines, which is pretty nice. So let's see, I need a redstone signal coming somewhere from there, actually. To make getting this power, let's go one deeper. Because then the power chain can just come from this direction. Get some light down here for a hot second. Where's a safe spot? I don't think there is one, so we'll deal with it. Alright, and if I face like this, there, power comes from there. Okay, perfect. Perfect, and then have it go like that, and like that. Okay, so then I just need a turntable to send signal to there. So I bring it from one direction or the other. It's probably better to have it come this way. So we'll just have it squeeze right here in this cute little space. So, get rid of the shears out of my inventory for now. Yeah, there we go, back there. That's perfect. Okay, so we're gonna actually stretch behind us. Yeah, that's fine. Get a gearbox there. Turntable on second setting. Something like that. Cut around it so that there's no interference. Get the redstone torch going around. Shouldn't do anything crazy because none of this is governed by that. So then if we bring the redstone down this way, oh, right, awkward. That's always a reason for not doing it that way. That's fine. That's fine for the most part. So if we go, so I'm pausing because the redstone torches need to be down here to light the crucibles, and that's going to interfere with the signal coming from the turntable. So if instead we have it coming from... Oh, well, I suppose this doesn't need to be right here, does it? I can put that one up. Okay. New plan. I was going to have it come behind, but I think that's going to be a little more complex. So, we fill this in. This still sits here. But we have another spot here. And then, where did my... Right there, okay. I'm going to need to make more just regular gear boxes pretty soon here. Luckily, that is with materials that I can totally grow and have access to at this point in time, which is perfect. Okay, so did I do that correctly? No. I did not do that correctly. Oh, so I either need one more space in between these two. This needed to be right here. What did I do? Oh no, I'm just continually messing up. So the idea was that I put the clutch right here, but I don't have a way of lining that up unless I bump that down, which is fine. We'll do it like that. 1, 2, 3 for maximum effort. What? I don't know, he's saying random stuff. Alright, so we just bumped this down by 1. Oh no, that doesn't... What on earth am I trying to accomplish here? It's too late at night. It's getting weird. Yeah, we're just doing some shenanigans. Don't even worry about it. So then I bump this down. It ends up using an extra gearbox in general. But this whole system will work like this. And then just make that taller, because then I don't have to move anything. And this just becomes another gearbox. So we can transfer signal to the redstone clutch. And there's that. Or transfer power, not signal. Oh, and that still just puts me in the same jam as before. How did this solve my problem? It didn't? At all. Was I even going to have a problem before? You know, I don't think I was going to have a problem, and I did all of this for nothing. So clearly my mental faculties are a little bit off kilter. Because if I had the redstone torch sitting here, and if I brought the signal down here, then it shouldn't interfere. Duh. Me. Right? Because that shouldn't... Yeah, that doesn't connect. What an idiot. Alright, so let's just rebuild all that I tore apart. Because clearly... I can't think. If any viewers were screaming at me, T-Kush, you're doing it wrong, you're gonna make yourself sick from being so dumb. Well then, you were right. Alright, so there we go. This might get us some fire. Does that need to be faster? Or is that the setting we need? Are we losing the flame? We are not losing the flame. Perfect. Alright, so I can go ahead and set up all of these torches. Perfect. And then, ow! Fire too big. Let's cover this with wood. Oh, that's a bad idea. Let's cover this with wood. Okay, yep, that's working again. And then I can fill the rest of it with just generic old cobblestone. Right, that should... Oh. that won't work, but the rest of it will. Okay, that's fine. I'm actually gonna want to set the fire off for now, so that I don't get killed while I'm trying to make the kill. Because I like not dying. I don't know about you all, but not dying is best. Yeah. Let's cover up some of these other bits, like you can get covered up, and you can get covered up. You can be wood, and you can be wood. Alright, cool. So, I just need to get Kiln set. So, Kiln, piece 1. Piece 2 and 3. And then of course we get piece 4 right here. So now let's grab some sludge, which I was kind enough to bring to from my past self. Got a decent amount of it. Okay, you stay, you stay, you stay. And you stay. Perfect. And you know what, for simplicity's sake, let's just do this. Let's make those little guys stay there. And then can I cool. Yep, that'll make that easier. Alright, now let's go plug it back in. Turn things back on. The flame. Make it nice and dangerous again. Okay. So we'll put the wood back where we had it. Right there, and then fill that with that. Same concept over here. Just fill it all back in, so that it's less dangerous to fall. And then I think it's far enough away from flames that this shouldn't catch on fire. So I think I can get away with making this wood. Might come to regret that. Who knows? Oh yeah, there's something right there. Okay. Let's plug that hole. Perfect. So we have Stoke Crucible, Stoke Cauldron, and a Kiln. So at least we have something going for us. Very happy with that. That'll let us cook stuff that we couldn't before. That blew up, burnt up. Okay. Probably because the flames were on... Oh no, I lost a hopper. Crap. That represents redstone. Double crap. Right side, I have the... Hey, stop it! Alright, well that tells me a very simple answer as to whether I can do that or not. I am very surprised that this is not catching fire. Surprised enough that I'm gonna just not risk it, and will instead use up some nether sludge, because that seems fine. Alright, so there's that barrier there. So then just need another hopper, which I do have the ability to make, but I'm not going to worry about. Okay, so here are the 3 basic survival machines. Totally disorganized, but functional, and that's all that matters right now. So I'm going to take a quick break, and then I'll be back. That's actually about a good wrapping up point for the episode. So I will see you all in the next one, where we're actually going to start attempting to get maybe some minor automation of sorts. Maybe get this might be our little automation. I have to check to see if I have enough room to do that. If not, we can move it somewhere else where I have power. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.